Hi, I'm Mark. This is my August review for Taurus Sun sign and Taurus rising. We have a very exciting month this month because we have a blue moon. This is on the 22nd and we'll tell you about that a bit later. But first of all, we have an interesting configuration to start the month. On the first we have the Sun making a conjunction with Mercury, and this always allows you to express yourself freely. It's a good time when you want to talk and get involved in things, and this is in your fourth house, so it's a good time to put big plans in for the future. Now this aspect has an opposition from Saturn. Now Saturn's in your 10th house, so this is a time when you might need to balance work and career or your public status with your home, and there may be some limitations from Saturn, and it may be that people, someone in authority doesn't understand and doesn't get what you're talking about. Now there's also an aspect from the Sun and Mercury to the North Node and Juno, who are also conjunct. So this is in your second house. There might be discussions here about money with your partner, and there could be an interesting opportunity now. Even if you are content and happy, don't miss up an opportunity for further growth. And this links in with the Saturn aspect as well. So there could be something, there could be a message that comes through from someone who's in authority, someone who is respected, that will help you in where you want to go and what you want to do. On the second, Venus makes an aspect to Uranus. Venus in that 5th house, creativity, so she may be bored with daily routines and humdrum and want to do something exciting. And this may happen on the 3rd because the Sun and Mercury make an aspect to Chiron in that 12th house. And here you can access the unconscious in a creative way and bring things through the unconscious in a creative way. It doesn't have to be artistic, it can be in the form of DIY or doing something around the home, because that's where the Sun is, and with Leo as well, it's a creative sign, so it's a good time to do something hands-on and practical and channel the energy of the creativity. On the 4th and the 6th, Mercury and the Sun make aspects to Uranus. This is a hard aspect to square, so your mind will be very alert, you'll be buzzing, it'll be very hard to concentrate, and accidents can happen. Now you can come up with some great ideas, you can come up with new ways of doing things, and this can be quite an exciting couple of days, but if there are accidents, if there are sudden upheavals, then it means you're not quite on the right track and you need to make necessary adjustments. On the 8th we have a new moon in Leo, and the new moon falls in your 4th house. Now in Leo it's a very creative new moon. It's about expansion through the heart. Everything has to go through the heart for Leo. And also it's a time for dreaming big, putting your desires into action. For the 4th house, it's about planning, reorganising. Now this may focus around the home or some other aspects, areas where you want to develop in the future. It's a good time to reorganise things from the past as well, and look at your feelings and your security and make sure that you pay them attention as well. On the 9th, Venus is in your 5th house of love, makes an opposition to Neptune, so this could be a day when you experience a different kind of love, maybe a spiritual kind of love, or a very touching kind of love that touches the soul deep down. But it's also, on the other hand, Neptune does have the habit of putting a fog around things and putting a delusion around things, so just be warned, it might not be real. Then also on that day, Mars makes an aspect to the Moon's North Node. Now this aspect may give you a glimpse of your future and your path forward in the future. There may be enough light shed on the path for you to just have a look and think, wow, that's where I need to be going, that's what I want to be doing. And this could have a strong connection with finances and your self-worth, your confidence. This could be a big confidence builder for you. So with Mars, just be careful not to rush in. Use energy wise. You have 3 days to use this and put things, start the wheels going, put things into action. On the 11th, there's a lot of love in the air. Venus is in that 5th house for you, So this could be love for children, it could be intense passion and love for your partner, or it could be love directed to a religious or spiritual leader, or someone that you admire greatly in that field. Also, there'll be a love of art and creativity as well. Also on that day, Mercury makes opposition with Jupiter, but Mercury's at 29 degrees, and when a planet's at 29 degrees it's very weak and ineffectual, so there won't really be anything to gain out of this aspect. But wait until the next day. On the 12th, Mercury moves into Virgo, and that's the sign he rules, so your thinking and your mental faculties will be sharpened, and you'll be willing to communicate a lot easier. But just be mindful that you don't criticise, because Mercury can be quite critical in Virgo. Between the 13th and the 18th, Mercury is very busy. He makes 3 aspects. The first one on the 13th is concerning finances, because he makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith in your second house. It's just moved in there. So you need to be careful what you say. This is a Friday the 13th, so some of you may consider this, if you're superstitious, very unlucky. But as far as Mercury is concerned, you need to just be very mindful of what you say and think before you speak, especially when with any dealings with finances. Then on the 16th, there's a square to the North Node, is also in your second house. So this could be an opportunity for you. But you mustn't get too involved in negative thinking, because both these aspects can involve some form of negativity. You need to stay positive. And if there is a door open on the 16th, go through it, because hesitation will just see you lose an opportunity. Then on the 18th, the final aspect is a conjunction to Mars. This is in the house of creativity, so this is a very good time for thinking up new ideas. Your mind will be buzzing, you'll be full of enthusiasm, and you'll want to direct your thoughts and your ideas and put them into action. If Mercury caused any issues with finances, with his aspect to the Black Moon Lilith, then Venus will jump in and create some drama around this, because when the Black Moon and Venus come together, you can expect some drama. But also, as Venus has now moved into your 6th house, this is a good time with this aspect to engage with people in your daily routines or your daily work, and you could benefit by meeting new people in these areas. Then on the 19th, there's a positive aspect between the Sun and Jupiter. Now this is across your 4th and 10th house, so there could be good news here surrounding career or the home, whereby Jupiter brings opportunity. So there could be an opportunity in the career area that you can develop, but certainly your confidence will be high with this aspect. On the 20th and 21st, we have 3 positive aspects. 2 to Uranus. Uranus is in your 1st house, and the first one on the 20th from Mercury means you can come up with some new ideas, changes to make within your personality. This is in the 1st house. This is about you as a person. Then on the 21st, Mars makes the same aspects. This will give you the impetus, the energy to put these changes into action. Also on the 21st, it's a day when you could receive some synchronicity in your life. Venus makes a positive aspect to the Moon's North Node. And when this happens, there's meaningful coincidences could happen within your daily routines or surrounding your finances. So again, if there is an opportunity here, you surely must take it. On the 22nd, we have our blue moon. Now the blue moon happens only once every 2.5 years, and this one happens in Aquarius, and it's your 10th house. So the 10th house will be highlighted and supercharged, and also the planets in Aquarius as well. So if you have planets yourself in Aquarius, you can look at these in your own chart, and these will be influenced as well. Now the blue moon brings everything to fruition. If you've harvested your seeds that you've sown way back, then you'll gain the benefit of this. You'll reap the harvest that you deserve. And if you've been sowing your seeds on stony ground, then I'm afraid you'll get virtually nothing out of this. The blue moon doesn't pick and choose, it just amplifies everything. Now, The other good thing is this is your 10th house, so there's opportunities here that are coming your way. And this could be in your career, this could be in your public standing, or your chosen path of destiny. And also the house and home area could be influenced by this, because it's opposite the moon. The sun is in your 4th house. So great times, time to harvest and gain all the benefit you can from this. You could be thrust into something that is completely different, completely new, and you have to perform, so to speak, and hit the ground running. There could also be changes in your destiny as well. This blue moon can bring forth lots of opportunities. Mercury makes 2 aspects, one on the 24th to Neptune, one on the 26th to Pluto. Now the one on the 24th will stimulate your imagination. This is great for writing, for poetry, anything to do with the mental creative side. Then on the 26th, slightly different feel, because the Pluto aspect means you'll be interested in things of a higher realm, because Pluto's in that 9th house. So you could be delving into things that you've always been interested in, like philosophy or religion, or even travel to exotic places. Now, also on the 26th, the Sun makes an aspect to the Black Moon Lilith. Now, this is a square, and it's probably the Black Moon's most difficult aspect to handle, because the Sun shares a very direct light on the shadow side, and the shadow side is surrounding your finances and also what you value. So you'll be laid bare, so to speak. It's like opening the curtains on a sunny day and allowing the light to pour in. You'll be able to see things, and you'll be able to see where you need to make perhaps some alterations. And also it may challenge your values, and you may want to think, well, what do I really value above all else? Also on the 26th, Venus, who's now in Libra in your 6th house, makes an opposition to Chiron, who's in the house of the unconscious. So during your daily routines, it could be something that crops up that comes from the unconscious, that suddenly appears from the past, and maybe a wound or something that's happened in the past that you thought had gone, but will pop up and needs dealing with. Then on the 28th, the last aspect of the month is an aspect between the Sun and the Moon's nodes. Now the Sun squares the Moon's node, makes a T shape, which is quite a challenging aspect, but the way to look at this is that the nodes represent the past and the future. So the Sun is sitting midway, so the idea and the best way to treat this is to be in the here and now, and not be concerned with the future, not be concerned with the past. Get the balance between the two by being in the here and now. And then if there are any opportunities that come up, if any doors open, then you need to be ready to take advantage of them. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you'd like to leave me a message, I'd love to hear from you.